Caleb and Jayden. This is Caleb and Jayden 2. If this was like a Rocky fight, this is exactly what it would be. Tail of the tape, everything like that. This is a much different situation. And I think this is an interesting game too, because you got to put the Ben Johnson factor here as well. Something you brought up last week where Ben turned down the Commanders. He turned them down, the year before last, when they were looking for a new head coach before they hired Dan Quinn. They were considering Ben Johnson. Now, did they interview Ben, or he just said no?
No, they interviewed him, and
They interviewed him. Okay.
and he was supposed to go to DC, but he didn't get on the plane.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, he was supposed to get on the
So
plane.
they had pretty much verbally agreed and stuff.
I don't think they verbally agreed, but I think they were going
He
to
was
do
gonna
that if
come.
he
He
would
was
have got
gonna
on
do
the
a
plane.
visit, right? Okay. So they set the plan out for like the Bears did with Mike McCarthy, and show him around the
Yep,
facility and shit like that. Got you. Okay,
but
so
they
yeah, you
wanted
got
him.
they won. You got that factor right there. You got the Caleb Jayden factor. You got the
Oh
Ryan
no,
Post.
excuse me. They was on their way to him.
Okay, and
He
he
was like,
said no.
"Nah, y'all stay back. I'm gonna stay with Detroit."
So you got that fair play. That's something you got right there that they're gonna be thinking about. Well, at least the organization will be thinking about. I don't think Jayden wasn't a commander at the time, so I don't think Jayden gives a shit. But you got this situation where both teams are in different situations. Like you got the Commanders who had a surprise year last year, going all the way to the NFC Championship game. Surprising the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay in Wild Card Weekend, surprising Detroit, knocking out Detroit. And also Ben, we all know Ben is a psycho. You think Ben forgot about what the Commanders did to his offense last year? I don't. I don't think he forgot about that at all. So you got that factor going into it, and the Commanders didn't have the hottest start. I mean, right now they're 3-2, big win yesterday over the Los Angeles Chargers. But that defense can be had. It's a very old defense. If Von Miller and Bobby Wagner were on the same team like 10 years ago, oh my God, Super Bowl. But unfortunately for them, it's 2025. That's why I was very disappointed at Justin Herbert yesterday, or why he couldn't make plays on these dudes and why he was turning the fucking ball over to these fossils. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're seeing on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know who that backup running back they got. He was hooping the other day in Washington. He's gonna bring problems for the Bears. Debo Samuel, even though he's Unc still got it. Unc still. It's funny that I call players who are younger than me Unc, but that's how it is when you've been in the NFL for a long time. So Unc still got it. He's been making plays. And the one thing about Jayden is that if you give him time, he will kill you. And that's a main issue I have, because we can sit up here and be happy about that win last week against the Raiders, and you should be happy about that win, because in the past they always lose that game, and you find a way to win no matter what. So that's cool. But if you play as bad as you played last week against a better team, you're getting smacked every time. And as we saw yesterday, when the Colts gave the hands of God to the Raiders, which one I was like, we'd have lost that game. I'd have really, really been hot now. Is what you see is that that's not a good team. So that's where I really want to see how they do that coming into it. Orlando, shout out to Orlando. He said, "Do you think Gordon Edwards both playing Sunday?" I don't have any official word yet, but yes, I am. I feel very confident in saying that both are going to play this week. I feel like both could have played against the Raiders, but they wanted to hold them out a little bit longer, give them the extra bye week. So I do believe that this is going to be their time that they're going to debut, which is going to be clutch. I think, and I got to give it to Noah Sewell. Noah Sewell was really, really good in TJ's absence. So I think TJ coming in will help with the run game. I think Kyler being out there, obviously when Kyler plays, he's an all-pro caliber receiver. Well, not receiver, but corner, nickel. He's going to really help Deshaun Stevenson. And the spotlight's on Deshaun Stevenson. Early in the morning, people. Tyreek Stevenson. I heard blow the whistle this weekend in Ohio State, so it made me think of Deshaun Stevenson. Yeah. Shout out to Ohio State legend Michael Redd, who I hollered at when I was coming out the bathroom on Saturday. Shout out to Michael Redd. But forgot he went to Ohio State. But yeah, so Tyree Stevenson, a lot of people going to be on his case this week because what happened with the Hail Mary. Really interested to see how he's going to play. So you got this storyline. But in your opinion, Ben, what does this game mean for both teams? Like, obviously, I think we can agree it means more for the Bears than it does the Commanders. But what do you feel about this matchup and the storylines we got?
For the Commanders, this is potential playoff seeding. Both of these teams potentially can end up in the playoffs right now. So that's what this matters to them. Tiebreaker situation. For the Bears, is more pressure on them, and it means more than them. I think if the Bears could win this game, which I fully think that they're capable of doing with some of the people that are coming back, if the Bears wins this game, it takes the monkey off of their back, which really, when you look back at last season, this game ended their season. Make no mistake about it. Nothing was the same after that Hail Mary. Nothing. They came into the game, 4-2 or 4-1, 4-2.
4-2 coming back from London, because I remember me and Dante were very excited buying shots at pubs. Little did we know our world was going to come crashing down.
Right. So you come into that game 4-2 off of a huge looking win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Caleb brings you back. This was a low scoring game. Caleb brings you back.
Twice, by the way.
Right. So he brings you back twice. This was not a blowout game. If this was a blowout game, I'll be thinking about this a little bit differently. But he brings you back twice, and you lose off of a fluke. You go into the locker room. Everybody want to fight the coach. Everybody's confused about what's going on, and nothing is the same. You have a new coach. Quarterback has a quote-unquote new lease on life. You have a team that's going to be healthier than they have in the 2 games that they've won. You've already beat somebody in division, in the Dallas Cowboys. I know they come in as a 4.5-point underdog, but when you look at last year,
which is closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a full touchdown underdog.
No, but see, that's the thing. It's not like the Commanders have looked excellent this year. It's not. They are 4.5-point favorites because of a Hail Mary. That's what they are. Let's keep a spade a spade. They're that because of that. Even though Jayden Daniels looked good in that game, he still has his knee is not 100% healthy. Scary Terry comes back. He's not 100% healthy. They still have issues with the running game. You won against a team whose offensive line is decimated. They are done. So right now they're 4.5 because of a look. This game is probably going to be closer than what people anticipate. But because of that, it is more of an emphasis on the Bears to get over the hump than it is for the Commanders to win this game because everybody expects them to win.
This is a game where I want Ben to take the same approach he did against the Vincent Raiders. What I mean by that is if you win the coin toss, receive the ball. Receive the ball first. I feel like if you go out there, score on the first drive, put the pressure on that old defense right away. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be something where I feel the momentum is going to be on the Bears side just because the Bears got an itch to scratch. You know what I'm saying? The Bears got a beef they got to solve. You know what I'm saying? They got to fade to run. All the different phrases you want to score to settle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do what Bugs Bunny used to do to Elmer Fudd. He would take out his handkerchief and smack the nigga across his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the Bears got to do. I feel like the Commanders are coming into this, like, I think they respect the Bears. I think they respect Caleb. And they know what he can do. They know that now I don't want to do woulda, coulda, shoulda. I sound like a salty Bears fan right now. But let's be real. Bears should have won that game last year. If it wasn't for that bonehead coach, who I blame more than Tyreek, because it wasn't even a play that got the Hail Mary that pissed me off. It was a play before that Mr. Eberflus said, oh, that play didn't matter, which even put them in range to have that Hail Mary. You're not going to have that on this type of in this type of game, man. But as we move on to the next thing, let me see. Orlando got another question. Washington doesn't have a Max Crosby on their D-line that can record games. The defense can be split. That's a good point. Max Crosby was a one-man game record last week. And even then, I don't know if you peeped, man, but when I rewatched the game in the second half, outside of like one play, the offensive line kind of neutralized Max Crosby in that second half. They did a real good thing, which brings me to the next. Catch, I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HNB Media and the Barbershop Network.